Morning, everyone. It's 8:40 on this Thursday, and because it's Thursday, it's claims day. So let's get started on this pre-opening comment video number 2001. It's pretty quiet this morning. Asia and Europe are both slightly lower, and our index futures are really mixed and not doing much. When I came down this morning, the Dow was down 45, the Nasdaq was up 45, and the S&P was up 3. At 8:29, right before the numbers came out, the Dow was down 31, Nasdaq was up 63, and the S&P was up 5. The numbers came in almost exactly as expected. Estimates for initial claims were 222,000. They came in at 220, and that 220 is versus 218 last week. Continuing claims went the other way. Last week was the first time we were above 1.9 million. I think we were about 1,942,000. Now we're back under 1.9. 1.861, 1,816,000. After the numbers came out, the futures went from down 31 to currently down 32. Um, the Nasdaq went from up 63 to up about 61, and the S&P stayed at plus 5. As of right now, the Nasdaq is up 80. The Dow looks like it's about unchanged, and I'll get you the S&P in a minute. Okay, in the world of news, Google announces Gemini yesterday, and it is a multi level AI. And the stock is 134.01. That's up 3.99 or 3%. Not a bad move for a company that size. AMD discussed their new AI chip, and it didn't really get a lot of play in extended hours last night. This morning, though, the stock is 120 and small change, up three and a quarter or 2.7. GameStop reported numbers, and they were a miss. And so they actually beat on earnings. They missed on revenues and gave not great guidance. The stock is 1360, down 124, 8%. And I posted a chart on the Discord server. Looks like GameStop um, gapped down, and so it looks like it might have left a little island reversal for all you technicians. Um, Not sure. We'll have to see how it develops, but let's remember that this stock, although it's split 4 for 1, was as high as almost $500. So adjusting that, it would be 125 of the high, and $13 and change is a pretty hefty move to the downside. And one of my favorites, the symbol is Napa, NAPA. This is Duckhorn Vineyards. They call it Duckhorn Portfolio. It came out a couple of years ago as a new issue. I just wish that their wine would do the same as their stock price. The company is trading at $9.31. That's down 91 cents or 9% on a miss of a penny, but guides fourth quarter revenues below consensus. And that's a real disappointment. This stock was as high as about 25 after their deal. Down here at $9, it's cheap. As I said, I just wish if you want to have a great bottle of Merlot or Cab, try the Duckhorn. It's a little pricey, but it is definitely worth it. C3AI, um, down again, 25.86 down 330 or 11%. They beat by a nickel, missed on revenues, guides just in line, and the same for fiscal year 24. And a name from the past, not so recent, not so distant past, Plug Power, PLUG. Um, this is the best example of what happens after the initial excitement of a new business or a new industry, the same way that it's beginning to happen now with AI. It becomes obvious that all of these little names that had phenomenal runs to the upside um, falter. And as I warned you about the AI space, and I'll remind you that when you have the biggest of the big players like Microsoft and Alphabet and Apple and all of the rest really just leaving crumbs for all those guys that seem like they have massive potential. Plug is an excellent example. In 2020, the stock was $2, ran all the way up to 75, currently $3.97. These things get so overvalued on the upside that when they fall, nobody wants to own them. So, you have the Tesla universal charging commitment, and all of these little charging stocks, they're falling by the wayside. Okay, the chart on the screen, I'm just going to show you one chart today. This is the wheat. We've been talking about it extensively on the Discord server, and it has a series of higher highs and higher lows. Today, so far, is the first day that we're not seeing that. We went through the 200-day, we went through the longer term downtrend line. Wouldn't surprise me to see it come back down into the 612, 615 area. We're 632 this morning, 633 this morning, down, a half a cent a bushel. The MACD is still bending to the upside, so longer term, I still like it. A little bit of a reaction here in relative strength, got a little excessive up here at 64, but I still really like this position. As far as the rest of the futures, the rest of the grains are mixed. Oil is up 91 cents, just above 72. Nat gas continues to fall, 254 down another 3 cents. The gold is a little higher. Silver basically unchanged. Um, the sugar, unbelievable. It's up 40 cents today, but it was down $2 yesterday. An 8 or 9% move in a commodity. That's huge. Uh, Stock futures, as I said, Dow is now up about 7. NASDAQ is up about 90. And let's see, S&P is up about 12. The dollar is a little higher. Bitcoin is a little lower. And the bonds are down 23/32. That's about 3/4 of a point. Okay, folks, be careful out there.